Hello artists, it's great to be with you again. Well, we're in March now and it's right close to St. Patrick's Day. So today we're going to draw a leprechaun. And we're going to draw it out and then either paint it or use any colored supplies you'd like to use. So I'm going to start with my paper and my pencil. Now the first thing we're going to draw is the beard, which is like two U shapes. And the bottom of the beard is going to sit right smack in the middle of the paper. So I'm going to put my finger there so I know right where to go. And I'm going to make a medium size U. It's a little bit curvy. And then an inside one. Okay, you keep going with pencil, but I want to continue with Sharpie. So you see that beard shape. There we go. Now we're going to do small eyes. Gonna do small eye. And I like the look where it has a black pupil but a little bit of white. So I can do that easily with a Sharpie. And on my finished picture, I did use Sharpie for wherever there was black areas. Okay, I'm gonna put in a nose and a nice happy smile. And some eyebrows. See that shape there? And then ears. Pointed ears, of course. Now, if you have a little different way of doing things, it's totally fine if you want to make the beard a different shape or the hat a different shape. Okay, I'm going to come right across for the hat shape. And I'm going to start with the middle. I think that's easier. I'm going to do a curve line here. A curve line there. And a big hat. Now the hat should come to the left of the whiskers. If you put a little hat like that, does that make sense? No, the hat has to be bigger than the head. And a belt buckle, a brass belt buckle. They are very commonly used to show on shoes or as I'm doing on the hat for a leprechaun. Alrighty, so now we're done with pretty much the top half of the picture. Let's look again at this. See the top half? So now we're going to work on the bottom half. And we're going to start with an arm. It's going to come out from the beard. So this is the shape of the jacket. And on this side, he's bending his arm. A little V shape there, and a line coming down. And a couple of buttons. You could put on more if you would like. And there we've got the jacket shapes. The next thing we're going to do is do the arm shapes. I mean the hand. I always think they're a little bit hard. There's the thumb, then a curve. And we're not going to draw all the fingers. We're just going to do the outside shape, kind of like a glove. And then this one, we're going to do the bigger part, and then the thumb. And we've got it. All right, our next shapes are going to be the pants and the legs and the feet. Okay, so pants are pretty easy. They come in a little bit from the jacket. There's a V in the middle. And then just connect the legs. And there you go. Now the legs start out just a tad bigger at the top, and then they come in a little smaller when they come to the ankle. And then a shoe here. Let's get this side in. And we're going to put a buckle here. I'm just going to do it in pure black. Now he's holding a little stick, maybe because he's a little old man and he has a little stick to walk with. So I'm going to turn my paper in order to get a nice even line that I want. I'm going to make it a little longer. So there is our leprechaun. We're going to just add some simple hills in the background and some clouds. And the rest is going to be blue. So now we're ready for paint. And as I mentioned, I said I've got some nice paints here. Let's see, where's the best place to put them? Here we go. And so use whatever you have or any coloring supply you'd like. And go carefully on the edge of each shape. And fill it in. And if it seems way too light, go over it a few times. And you can make your own shades of green. What could you add to green to make it a different shade of green? Well, it's whatever colors are next to it on the color wheel. And I bet you know those. That would be yellow and blue. And this actually is a very yellowy green. I mixed some blue there, but it came out pure blue. So now that looks better. It's green and blue mixed to make a dark green. Almost turquoise. I might want to add another layer of green on top of that. Alrighty, now for the stripe socks, just can come across and go slow and careful. Do you notice that I got my brush to be a good little point? Just thinking about making it even. There I go. Now it's getting lighter, so I've got to pick up some more color. Okay, now it's always hard to get a good skin color. I have one in this set, but if you have a set like this, I would recommend using orange lightly or brown lightly or a mix of them, but not brown straight. It seems like it gets stripy and it's a little too intense, and I never use yellow. So I'm going to show you using yellow lightly. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go around the eyes. I'm going to go around the mouth because his teeth are showing. I want to keep them white. I can go over the eyebrows because I'm going to go darker with them, so you can do a lighter color first if you're going to go over with a darker color. Now, what else should be skin colored? Well, my ears, for sure. And what else? Hands. Okay, now we're doing his beard orange. People say that if you're a redhead, that you have red hair, but you actually have orange hair. So I'm going to do the brightest orange I can come up with. And I'm going to get those eyebrows in with some orange. Where are leprechauns from? Well, they're from Ireland. And there are a lot of redheads that live in Ireland. So that's why we do the hair in orange. Okay, now the shoes could be brown or light gray. And the stick could be brown or light gray. And see, we've got the buckle to do on his hat. So I'm going to do that in yellow. I'm going to get some more because that doesn't seem very bright to me. Yeah, it's a little brighter. And I'm going to do black on the sides here. If it's too watery, it comes out gray. Okay, and then I'm going to do the hat in green also. I'm going to try an experiment. Let me show you what I'm doing. I wanted to get a different shade in one of these Crayola sets, so I'm actually going to add purple. That's kind of close to blue and green. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I like that. That looks very unusual. It's so much more interesting if you use a lot of shades of green. Oh, I better do the bottom part. Going carefully around those ears. Okay, there we go. We've got our leprechaun. We're just going to do a super simple, quick background. I put in a couple lines here, so I'm just going to put in some sky. Since I have some different shades of blue, I think I'll try. Now this kind of looks cool, left kind of watery-ish. When you have a clear area and a shape inside, I don't like it to look all watery necessarily, but I kind of like it here. And let's see, I'm gonna pick a turquoise now. Kind of blend it in. I don't like it in lines. Looks more natural if you just kind of work your way up it a little bit and not make a definite line there. If you look at the clouds sometime, see if you notice all the different colors that are there, how they vary. See, I picked up some more turquoise that had less water in it, so it came out more darker shade. Sometimes I'll like pick up a little bit of my next color and add it up there a little bit, so it seems like how it might be in real life. Okay, what other colors? I want to get kind of a bluish reddish, and I'm hoping that looks kind of pinkish. Yeah, it kind of does. You don't have to do this. You could just do all blue or all purple or a sunset. Well, that came out kind of dark, a dark purpley. I think I'll spread that around a little bit. And you want it, the left side and the right side to kind of match. So better put in some darker purpley in there. It's just fun to experiment and explore some different possibilities. Okay, and I'm just going to leave that white because that's clouds, and then I'm going to come in here and do some green grassy fields. Working my way down. Getting a little lighter the more I'm getting closer to the bottom of the page. And let's see, I've got another shade of green here I'm going to try. That yellow green that I used on the jacket. There we go. We've got our whole leprechaun picture done. So here's the first one that I showed you. And then here's the finished one all painted up. So let me just lift it up so it's a little closer to you. Have a wonderful time and happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye-bye.